Members, I just want to take a moment to talk in support of SB 8. I want to really congratulate my superintendents in my district that came and met with me in Austin. And Chairman Eisler was so gracious to come in and speak with them when we met here just a few weeks ago. And I will tell you, Chairman Thompson, that the people I talk to every day in my district have taken pay cuts. I've taken a pay cut of close to 50% over 2 years ago. The people I talk to every day in my district, I love teachers. My sister is a teacher. I have a niece that's a teacher that says she's going to come up to my house and protest me if I vote for SB 8. Because she doesn't understand that the superintendents have asked us for these reforms or these abilities to control their own budgets, to run their own business in the districts, because it is a business. The business of educating our children is that each and every one of my constituents in my district pay taxes, hard-earned money, to see their kids and their children, my children. I have 5 children and 2 grandchildren, and I've educated each and every one of them in public schools. And I've held my school boards and my superintendents and each teacher, and every teacher that I've talked to is excellent in that they want to do the very best job. But we're in tough times in Texas and in this nation right now, and we have to rely on leadership in the districts themselves. And each and every one of those superintendents told me these are things that we need to bring things in line, to be able to control our own budgets and not be mandated in these areas that Chairman Eisler brought into consideration in this bill. Now, they didn't admit that to their constituents during the politicizing of these issues, but when it came down, not one of my districts, Southwest Independent School District, I met and went out to Medina Valley Independent School District, and they showed me how much they're getting funded. And versus what they did, they improved their school district from a recognized school district to an exemplary, one of the few in Texas, on the low budgets that they received, because they took time to control their budgets, to control their expenditures, and they pay their teachers some of the highest salaries compared to districts in their same rating. Southwest Independent School District, Northside Independent School District, Southside Independent School District, every school district in my District 117 did not lay off one school teacher. Not one school teacher. But they're making, and they've told me, John, we can get through this session, but we need help next session. But we can get through. They have rainy day funds, they have reserves, but they want to keep those reserves intact as well for the future. So we have to have confidence in the district's abilities and the leadership ability in those school districts that they're running our business of educating our children, and we have to give them the ability and the confidence and the vote that we expect them to do the right things, make the right decisions, and they did. They did not lay off one school teacher in my district. So I want to support my superintendents in my district of 117 for the job they're doing. I want to thank the students and the parents.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Turner, for what purpose?
Will the gentleman yield?
So I'm confident that this bill does exactly what Chairman Eisler intends it to do, is give the school boards and the superintendents the ability to do what they need to do these coming 2 years, to keep fiscal responsible, to be accountable, and to be transparent to the constituents and the taxpayers in our districts.
Mr. Speaker,
and I thank you.
Mr. Garza, do you yield?
Will the gentleman yield?
Oh my God. Mr. Garza, do you yield?
Chairman, I gladly yield to you.
Now, Representative Garza, you're saying that your local school district did not have to lay off any school teachers.
As of this date.
Okay. Then if that being the case,
Yes, sir.
then there is no need for your district to need Senate Bill 8, correct? Why would you vote for a bill that's not needed in your district?
Again, Chairman, this is giving them the ability to run the business of educating our children, which I think they can do better than me and you.
I understand that. And under the
status quo, if they've asked for this,
I understand
then
that.
why wouldn't we give it to them?
But if your district did not have to lay off one single school teacher,
yes,
okay, then there is no reason for your district to need Senate Bill 8. And if your district does not need Senate Bill 8, then why would you inflict Senate Bill 8 on the rest of us? I applaud you for your district. But if your district doesn't need it, then I would appreciate you not inflicting it on the others of us, the rest of us who don't need
Chairman,
it.
I would invite the superintendents of your school district to come and talk and meet with our superintendents, and we need to look at best practices of the different districts and see who's doing the better jobs on expenditures in building their new schools and spending the monies that are already appropriated. So not all this very little of this has to do with school teachers.
Do you believe
it has to do with budgeting, it has to do with expenditures, and it has to do with the districts being able to spend their monies the way they see fit.
Representative Garza, do you
And
believe
no one in my district and none of my superintendents say that any teachers are getting a pay cut. In fact, there are some of the best paid teachers.
Representative Garza,
yes, sir.
Do you believe that teachers are being paid too much? Do you believe that the local school district teachers, public school teachers, are being paid too much?
No, I don't.
Okay. If you don't believe that they're being paid too much, then why would you support a bill that has the potential of lowering their pay?
I don't believe they're paid too little either.
But do you believe that their pay should be reduced?
I believe they should be paid for the job that they do.
Do you believe that local school
effectiveness of what they do in the classroom and what they achieve as a school, as a group, because that's how we do it in business.
Do you believe
Chairman
that
Taylor? Chairman.
Representative Sheffield raised a point of order. Gentleman's time has expired.
Mr. Speaker. Passage.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Farias, for what purpose?
would the gentleman yield for one question and then a comment?
Mr. Eisler, you yield.
Do I get the comment, or is that
No,
yours?
we both can. We both
Okay.
have comments.
Yes, I will.
Mr. Chairman, are you familiar with Northside ISD?
With which?
Northside ISD,
Northside
Superintendent
ISD.
Folks
Yes.
in San Antonio?
Yes, I am.
It is my understanding that their board voted to eliminate somewhere in the neighborhood of 973 positions in that school district.
Am I aware of that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I am now.
Okay, that's my understanding right now. And also that South San ISD is also considering a layoff and furloughs if required. Is that correct? South San ISD. You have not heard that?
If you say so, yes.
Okay. Well, I guess there were some comments made by the previous member of the House supporting your bill by Representative Garza. He stated his district that he represents, they're not laying off anybody, and both of those school districts are in his District 117. And so I just want to make sure that I was on the record with that and see if you knew about this layoffs and reduce of force within those school districts.